If you've ever heard of Super Mario, then you've most likely heard of the typical villains: Bowser, Bowser Jr. and the Seven Koopalings, Larry, Roy, Lemmy, Wendy, Iggy, Morton, and Ludwig. But there are actually a lot more boss battles than just these, but they don't usually come up. Today we'll be going through 8 Super Mario boss battles that you didn't know existed. Now before we begin, please consider liking and subscribing, because this video took forever to get all the clips and do all the research, and I would just really appreciate it. So anyways, number 8, Mega Goomba. Goombas are an extremely common enemy in Super Mario games, but in this boss battle, a Goomba consumes a Mega Mushroom and becomes a Mega Goomba. Oh boy. Mega Goomba is the boss battle in World 4 of New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. Before the battle, a seemingly regular Goomba transforms into a Mega Goomba. When it grows, it makes a sound similar to touching a Mega Mushroom. Mario must defeat this boss to access World 5, obviously. To defeat Mega Goomba, Mario can activate a switch, causing 2 platforms to appear. When Mario stands on the platform, it will elevate in the air. From there, Mario can either wall jump, or ground pound directly on top of Mega Goomba, but the attack is only successful if Mario ground pounds. Mario can also go off to the side, simply wall jump, and then ground pound on the Goomba. It is possible to defeat the Mega Goomba without using the question mark switch. To do so, Mario or Luigi must perform wall jumps. Fire Mario can also defeat Mega Goomba if Fire Mario stays on the far left and spams fireballs to defeat him. When Mega Goomba approaches Mario on the far left side, he does not hurt Mario due to the mushroom-sized hitbox. Once Mario ground pounds Mega Goomba 3 times, the Goomba will be defeated and Mario can get the key to World 5. Moving on to number 7, Mama Pokey. Mama Pokey is the second boss of New Super Mario Bros. For the DS, same game. It is a mummified Pokey with red spikes along with very sharp teeth that spits projectiles. During battle, Mama Pokey attacks by popping out of the ground at different places throughout the battle. Mario must jump on its head 3 times to defeat it to gain access to World 3. Mario can also ground pound on its head to reduce the number of hits it takes, as ground pounds deal double damage. The height of how far Mama Pokey protrudes varies, ranging from 2 to 5 segments, including the head. The time it stays surfaced is dependent on its size. The more segments exposed, the longer it will stay exposed. Sometimes wall jumps are required to get enough height in the air to land on Mama Pokey's head. Another way to defeat Mama Pokey is to shoot it with fireballs or stomp on him with a Mega Mushroom. Access to World 4 can be earned if Mama Pokey is defeated while Mario is in their mini form. Since the mini mushroom causes Mario and Luigi to get both smaller and weaker, they must ground pound Mama Pokey to apply any damage. Number 6, Cheap Skipper. Cheap Skipper is a large purple and white Cheep Cheep with yellow fins and 2 sharp fangs protruding from its bottom lip. Similar to the other bosses in this list, its sole appearance to date is the boss in World 3 of Super Mario Bros. For the DS. Unlike typical Cheep Cheeps in the game, in this boss fight, Cheap Skipper jumps out of the water on the right side of the screen, bounces along the bridge, and exits from the left. While it is out of the water, the player must stomp on it 3 times. Cheep Cheeps also leap out of the water during the battle. Defeating Cheap Skipper opens the path to World 5. Number 5, Wart. Wart is the final boss fight and the main protagonist of Super Mario Bros. 2, one of the lesser known games in the Super Mario Bros. Series. He is the leader of the 8-bit gang that tries to take over the Land of Dreams, known as Subcon. He is considered a part of the Toad species, which I always found odd. In the final boss battle of the game, Mario confronts Wart at a factory and uses vegetables ejected by the Dream Machine, or what is known by the Dream Machine. It's a weird, device that shoots out vegetables, to defeat Wart. Wart must be forced to swallow 6 vegetables. After his defeat, Wart is seen one last time during the victory celebrations, being crowd surfed across the screen, now freed Subcons. As he disappears off screen, swirls and stars appears, implying that they serve him a beatdown for his actions. After the victory celebrations, Mario wakes up in his bed and is left to ponder if the events that transpired in the Super Mario Bros. 2 game actually happened or not, or if they are just products of his dream. Number 4, King Lakitu. King Lakitu is a large Lakitu with a purple shell appearing in Super Mario Galaxy 2. He wears black glasses and a golden crown with red and blue gems. He can also wear a red and white ruff around his neck. He rides in a purple cloud with yellow eyes, which leaves a brief trail of purple smoke as it moves around. As he is attacked, he becomes angrier, eventually becoming furious. He turns red and smoke comes out of him, with his cloud looking angry instead of happy. King Lakitu mainly attacks by throwing Spinies at Mario. Mario will need to use Yoshi for the battle. After King Lakitu throws a Spiny, Mario needs to use Yoshi to eat it. After the Spiny has been eaten, Yoshi will need to spit the enemy out at King Lakitu. After he is hit, King Lakitu would throw even more Spinies, move at a faster pace, and unleash a new attack. He would go into the foreground and move around the stage, releasing lightning from underneath his cloud. This attack will instantly defeat Yoshi. After he is done with the attack, King Lakitu will continue throwing Spinies. After he is hit again, he will throw even more Spinies. After he is hit once more, he will be knocked back and fall through his cloud. King Lakitu can be stunned by shooting a star bit at him. Number 3. Motley Boss Blob. Motley Boss Blob is introduced in Super Mario 3D World. He is a jester who emits gelatinous blobs to transform into a large clown-like monster. He makes his first appearance in World 6-C, Motley's Boss Blob Battle. Motley Boss Blob serves as the second boss of World 6. In this boss-only course, Motley Boss Blob gathers large gelatinous blobs to transform himself into a large clown-like monster. He will then try to jump on the player. On the last jump, Motley will split into many smaller blobs along with his jester form, where he will be vulnerable to attack. The player must defeat him by attacking the fleeing jester when he is defenseless, while avoiding the blobs that hurt the player. The player can also use attack or step on the smaller blobs to make the clown monster form smaller when they combine. The more blobs that get attacked, the smaller he gets. After 3 hits, Motley Boss Blob is defeated and the warp pipe to the gold pole is revealed. Motley Boss Blob reappears in World Bowser-A, Motley Boss Blob's Encore, and World Flower 12, Boss Blitz, with a similar strategy. His jumps will now create shockwaves which can damage the player. Motley Boss Blob bears a slight resemblance to the Koopalings, Bowser Jr., Boom Boom, and Pom Pom due to his muzzle, which features 2 downward pointing fangs as well as his yellow skin and claws. His lower face is a slightly lighter shade than his body. He wears a jester's costume consisting of a sleeveless striped robe with a pointed lower edge and a 2-pointed jester hat. His robe has a white collar and a golden disc on it. He wears a golden bracelet on each arm and carries a magic scepter similar to Magic Koopa in the Koopalings. In each appearance, he and his blobs have different colors. In the first appearance, 6C, he wears red and blue. In his second appearance, Bowser-A, he wears green and purple. In his third appearance in Flower 12, he wears teal and ruby red with green scales. Number 2. Lack of Thunder. Lack of Thunder is the World 7 boss in New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. He is a Lakitu with the sunglasses who rides a dark cloud. He is a member of the Koopa Troop. As the name implies, he can shoot lightning directly under them and also throw Spinies like other Lakitus. The spiny eggs he drops bounce around erratically, unlike those of normal Lakitus. The player must jump on the Lack-a-Thunder's head 3 times when he swoops down low in order to defeat him. Lack-a-Thunder along with Mega Goomba require the player to discover a secret level to find the boss fight, and it will often get skipped over by the player. And my final pick for the rarest, or not rarest, but the most forgotten boss is Monty Tank. Monty Tank is a tank named by Monty Mole, or tank manned by a Monty Mole that fires bullet bills and appears as the World 6 boss of New Super Mario Bros. He can be destroyed by Mario jumping on the Monty Mole's head 3 times when its head is exposed. The Monty's head is exposed when it comes out of the Monty Tank to throw bomb bombs at the player. These bombs can be thrown at the mole while its head is exposed to cause damage. Each time the Monty Tank is hit, it will quickly move back and forth along the ground. While doing so, it will also rapidly fire bullet bills from its multiple levels, depending on how many times it has been damaged. Each time it is hit, 1 more level is added to the tank, making it taller. As such, if Mario uses a ground pound on its first hit, 2 levels will be added. The tank is invincible when Monty's head is not exposed. Mario and Luigi can also defeat it by jumping onto Monty Tank using the Mega Mushroom. If the player stands on top of the tank, it spins back and forth to get them off of it. And so those were my top 8 choices for the most forgotten Super Mario boss battles. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. And anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.